Do you feel like everything in the world is against you? And if anything can go wrong, it has and it will? Three different times I begged the Lord to take it away. Each time he said, "My gracious favor is all you need. My power works best in your weakness." So now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses, so that power of Christ may work through me. Since I know it is all for Christ's good, I am quite content with my weaknesses and with insults, hardships, persecutions, and calamities. For when I am weak, then I am strong. And that's how I feel here recently, with my health, my mother's health, my son living with us at age 24, and the garden and life in general. Sometimes life gives you a curveball, or in many cases, a lot of balls all at once, right smack in the face. I am feeling overwhelmed here recently, but here it goes. I am not even sure where to begin with this video. So many puzzle pieces to reconnect and tell my story. Yes, God has provided. I always go on these runs where I won't film for a long time. And then I'll pick it back up and have a ball with it, and then I stop again. Just spurts here and there. And it's normally because of my health. It's a big part of my life, and I just can't get around it. So I will share. I owe it to you to tell my story. Been a minute since I kept you updated, and last I left off, I was having problems with my thyroid, so I found a functional thyroid specialist, endocrinologist, and he got me on some new meds. I'm no longer on levothyroxine, and I think this was back in October. Now I am on NP thyroid, and I feel so much better when it concerns my thyroid. I still have to check in with him, and my doctor found out, my GP found out. She wasn't very happy with me. My GP is concerned because she thinks he's not a true endocrinologist. He is a naturopathic, functional thyroid endocrinologist. I have seen his credentials, and he is legit. She actually called me after hours, probably when she could find a minute, and discussed how he's not a true endocrinologist, that he's just a naturopath. She was very concerned because I've had thyroid cancer in the past, and NP thyroid, I guess, is more for get your natural thyroid to function. Not to throw her under the bus, I won't say exactly everything she said, but I went to a different GP, and she's from the same team, same clinic, but she's one I saw a long time ago, and we just click. I think she understands. She apologized, and how the other one was upset. She says, "You're not in trouble." But yeah, we talked about getting my new endocrinologist into the system. So now when I have lab work done through him, it will show up in their charts and everybody's on the same page. That is a plus. The main reason why I went to see my GP wasn't about my thyroid at all. However, there is more to this story. Like I said, lots are going on. As you know, if you watched my past videos, I'm having troubles with my back. Well, we think we may know what's going on. So, let's back up a little bit. I couldn't get into my GP right away. It was a few weeks out. So, I ended up going to urgent care, and they didn't have x-rays at their facility. So, they put me on prednisone for inflammation. Now with my back, it's my lower back, and it was inflamed. You could actually feel on my lower back, you could feel the heat. It was like feverish, and I could feel like this bubble there. And it was very inflamed. And so they said, you're going to see a spine specialist. I was referred to the Oregon Spine Care. Now, since filming this video, I have gone seeing the spine care specialist, and he referred me to get an MRI. They sent me the images of this MRI to my phone, and I didn't know what I was looking at, so this is where it gets complicated. I showed the MRI to my chiropractor. He was able to decipher some of it for me, and he said there was a hernia, and my L5 is pushed forward. So at a later date, I went to see the spine care specialist about the MRI. Now, the Oregon Spine Care mentioned the L5, and that's why he decided to give me an x-ray to see if it was moving when I bend. But he said nothing of the hernia. And since then, I've been playing phone tag with the spine care specialist to see what to do next. He did leave a voice message saying something about injecting something that will show him where all the pain is coming from to make sure it's not something else other than the L5. I'm not sure if that means injecting dye to do a CAT scan or not. I am still playing that phone tag. Now, while in the parking lot after the x-ray, I got a phone call to make an appointment with yet another doctor. So much going on with me all at once. It's kind of overwhelming. Meanwhile, I'm still working and time just keeps moving on. I'll just play the old video and try to make sense of it. Back to the older video and find out if this actually is my spine, or it could be just my muscles around it, or what my GP and I think it is, which is very personal. I'm not going to tell you exactly what's going on, but we'll just use the word prolapse. I may have to get surgery done. She mentioned getting the mesh. I'm thinking not the mesh, but that's another story. I will talk to this doctor she's referring me to. Hence the phone call in the parking lot after the x-ray. I'm having a hard time keeping up with all these doctors, but I have faith. It's a hurry up and wait kind of game. Now we just wait for June 25th, where I go in for a colonoscopy to see what is exactly going on. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. She's referring me to yet another doctor. He is a specialist in lower region. I'm thinking the pain is being caused by gravity. Anyway, he'll explain it better to me. I really don't know exactly what's going on, but when we figure it out, I'll let you know. Yeah, that's pretty much all I know. The pain is better now that I was on prednisone for 5 days. It is better. I am still a bit inflamed. I've been going to the chiropractor too. So many doctors. I think it was my 4th or 5th visit this morning. So I'm feeling good about that. They do have physical therapy facility there at the clinic. So once my GP gets that rolling, I can start going there and get that knocked out. And for those of you after the chiropractor, I normally get a really bad headache. So for those of you who get massages, deep tissue massages, water is your friend. So I'm going to be drinking water all day long. I love water. Let's see what we're going to do in the garden. Come join me. I had the garden all designed in my head over the course of the winter, and it's not getting anywhere. But I know the Lord has something better in store. Remember to plant kindness, to grow love. Have an awesome day. And until next time, God bless.